I'm Daniel Saurak, head of supply chain at Heura. Heura is a company that manufactures plant-based foods. Essentially, what we do is produce food that first and foremost tastes great. Secondly, they are nutritionally rich, high in protein, and thirdly, they remove animals from the equation altogether. But from a supply chain management perspective, Heura were facing many challenges. The first was how to reach our customers quickly. The second was how to anticipate what they were going to order, because sales in the food industry are highly volatile, and so we need to forecast demand in advance in order to deliver a good level of service. And on the other hand, we needed to make the whole supply chain more efficient, from buying raw materials to manufacturing to the stock we keep in our warehouses and all the customer service operations. Well, we faced the challenge of making sure we had the right stock levels and produced the right products so that the whole process was as efficient as possible. When the need arose to implement an advanced planning tool, we focused mainly on three things. The first was that it would allow us to standardize our processes and digitalize our entire supply chain. The second was having a tool that adapted only to what we needed. We didn't want a generic tool with lots of features we wouldn't use. And third, a flexible tool that would allow us to adapt it to Heura's process and not force our process to adapt to the tool. And that's where Imperia came in. Imperia ticked all these boxes. It was flexible, allowing us to adapt everything. It was efficient in terms of implementation cost and the modular structure we needed. On the other hand, the human touch we received from the start was excellent, and their consultants have contributed immensely since day one.
Hi, I'm Marta Encinar. I'm the business operations person who has managed this project with Heura. Working on a project with Heura has been a pleasure for me because they have been a client that has been very committed to our tool. They have placed a great deal of importance on the indicators that we work with, such as DFA, BASE, and SMAPE. At the beginning of the project, we focused mainly on reducing those SMAPE values, which we have achieved. We started with figures roughly around 50-something, and right now, in the latest month, we are at 8.7, which is quite a significant reduction.
Since implementing Imperia, we've seen two main things. The first is over a 10% improvement in forecast accuracy, allowing for better planning and therefore better customer service. And secondly, all the sales team understood very quickly how Imperia works, which means they can provide better inputs and therefore improve the overall accuracy of the tool. Any planning tool needs all the users around the supply chain to be working with the same information. What Imperia has allowed us is for all departments to speak the same language. The finance department can make its forecast in euros, enabling it to anticipate future financial outcomes. The manufacturing department knows what will be produced each week and each day. The supply chain department operates with units and kilos to ensure correct inventory levels. The tool provides all information at various levels, allowing the entire organization to access what they need in one single platform. One of the Imperia plugins we have utilized is for substitute products. This plugin has allowed us to understand for a new product we want to launch which existing products it is most similar to, and therefore anticipate the sales forecast for items where we have no historical data. And this is essential for us because we have many new launches, changes to product codes, products that we merge, changes in weight, and it is indispensable for good supply chain planning.
Using our substituted products plugin, we linked that historical data together so we could generate reliable forecasts. We also used the plugin we developed with them for configuring new launches. For a new product where we have no historical data, the question is how we can build a forecast. And essentially, by using the product family that the item belongs to, we could configure the forecast in different ways.
I would definitely recommend Imperia because I believe it is a tool that adapts very well to the client's needs. It is completely up to date with everything that is needed in advanced planning, statistical models, sales forecasting, the ability to input data, and everything related to structuring users around the tool. And therefore, we believe it is a tool that any company, whether smaller or larger, can use perfectly well